Alright, today we're about to work on this old Honda XR100 that I've had in the shed forever and see if we can get it running and send it on down the road. So this was a customer's years and years ago. I didn't have the money to rebuild it. As you can see, the piston was actually frozen inside the cylinder. I did get it apart, but they're both junk. And as that was going to cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars, they just left the bike there, and I actually did them a square and put a different motor on another bike for them and just let them leave this here. Told them I'd rebuild it later, and it's been about 5 years. So I brought a kit. Let's open it up, check it out. Got me a new razor blade, which I'm going to use on my project anyway. Let's see what we got. Supposed to be some goodies in here. Two brothers. Cylinder bolt kit. New drain plugs. Cool. Oh, looky there. Serious stickers. Swag. Good gasket kit. Look at that. Got the TB Two Brothers emblem on there. Looks beautiful. It's got a sleeve in it. We'll take it. Alright, so now I got to pull the paper towels or leave them in there, start scraping all these gaskets off. There's a few issues. We got a spoke to fix. Probably could use chain and sprockets, tire, but today we got in Two Brothers big bore kit. So we're going to see if we can get this thing going and then go from there. So we got lots of swag here. We got some stickers. Stickers are always good to make the bike go faster. New kit, gasket kit, piston. Be good to go. And I've got my old stuff here, and hopefully it's all good. We're going to clean it all off with some carb cleaner, which you may or may not see, and then we'll just get her done. So anyway, I put a plastic bag over this. It's been in my shed forever. And the crank was still good, so I didn't mind doing that. I've got a few bikes that need cranks, and I don't mind it, but I mean, it's a lot of work. We'd all rather just put a top end on it for sure. Alright. Just take your time. And I always try and push it all away from the inside of my motor. That's also why I got a paper towel here. I'm only going to show you a second of this because the camera's actually in the way and could possibly get stuff in the motor. But you can see what. Alright, I got the camera hanging in the wires up there. Cables. We're going to get all that. We don't want any oil leaks, so I like to get as much off as possible. I don't want any paper on there, but sometimes it'll leave a stain or something. So you can't get some of all of it off, but you definitely don't want any material on there. We're going to go back with a paper towel and some carb cleaner and clean all this off real good, which you may not see. Pin out of here relatively easily. Almost. She won't come out now. Alright. Hey, that's always a good sign. Sad that the whatever happened there. Got a little bit of rust on top of that crank. That ain't good. We're out of here. Probably can't see it. There's a little spring being retained in there, so we're gonna pop that and pull the little retainer out and back, and that should slide on out. There's your little retainer there. So let's get this all cleaned off really good. We'll lube everything back up. Guys. Yay! 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 Alright. So we got them. Sometimes you have to put your bolts on first because they won't go through. Let's see on these. This is not one of them, so we're good. Alright. GoPro. Girl some attention. Valves are pretty janky, so I'm going to get a brush and clean this off first, and then I'm going to pull the valves out and seat them. But I'll try and knock some of that off first, and without scratching all this stuff up. So let me go find my buddy's XR50 head too, so I guess I'll do them both at the same time. But we're doing the video for the 100, so we'll let the 100 be the one. I need an 8mm because I want to tear all this down and clean out real good. Got my little Dremel here. Hopefully this one works. Come on. I just want to get all the real big stuff off of here. This is not a very abrasive deal at all. But I like to clean around the seats before I take it apart. Take the boot off and clean it out real good. We'll have to do the carburetor too. Yeah, we're gonna pull that valve. Check her out. She's got some rust on the end of it. And that was probably why she locked up to begin with. Glad my keeper didn't go flying to wherever. When I say that, I see one. No, they're both in there. There's one. There's the other. Smart thing to do, put a piece of paper towel right there. That way when the keepers don't, when your valve pops open, they don't go flying. Next time. Intake valve, cleaned it off real good, and I actually used some of my valve grinding compound. Just put a little bit on there, stuck it down my stem, and it had a couple of burrs in there. And just went back and forth. This is some medium compound. Obviously I'm not trying to do anything other than clean it out. So we'll get that where it's workable, and it's pretty close already. Once we clean it out, get all the valve compound on there, should be, we should be good. We may have to go back later. I don't know if I got any more cleaner, but let's see if she'll go in. So, that's sliding up and down pretty good. Once we get some lube in there, it should be good. And we need to clean that out a little bit better. But that's kind of just getting right before it. I'm gonna clean out inside there too. Well, I got this, you can see some rust right there. So we got this all open. Alright, so I got that really good and cleaned off. Just dropped my valve seat retainer. Got that cleaned off. We'll do one valve at a time and we're going to go ahead and install them. I cleaned all my valves off and stuff, and that's the valve retainer seat I will need. Make sure that's clean. That over there. Alright, so we got that on there. Alright. And our keepers. Just set them in there. Like that. You talking to me? Oh gosh. Five load capacity. Come on, drop in there. We had a pick somewhere. Is this a screwdriver here? Oh great, we grabbed the magnetic screwdriver. Alright, looks good. And I'm going to drop just a smidge of oil down my stem. Moves up and down nicely. Wipe that off. Alright. Oh, put the other stuff on. Slow down when ready. My retainer's still on there. Surely this one will go on really easy, right? And both of them, I like to lube everything, so we'll set that aside. Sometimes you do or don't see that. You may not see it that time. We've got our deal we need to put in. We'll clean this off. So, prep our cylinder, and we get a little more motor oil. Oil. And we just dip this in here. Real good. And we'll slide it up in the shaft. It'll lube all that. Spring in there, and I want